all the stitches on the Singer Heavy Duty 4411 could be considered decorative stitches, especially if you put some variegated thread in the machine. But I do want to show you that stitching out the decorative stitches, how to set them up so you get the right results, but by seeing them stitched out on fabric, that I think you're going to like them a lot more. So let's just start by turning it to our scallop stitch. So this is a stitch that's meant to be stitched with a really close together satin stitch, so a short stitch length, kind of like how a buttonhole is stitched out. If you want it to be the widest stitch, turn your stitch width all the way to 6, and let's shorten the length to the buttonhole range, so somewhere between 0 and 1. I tell you the truth, you're going to be about the middle and a little closer to 0, but there's a lot of kind of movement in there, so depending on your fabric, how thick your thread is, will determine where you are between 0 and 1. So just go ahead, you'll always test out what you're working with. So on at least 2 layers of fabric or a piece of fabric with some stabilizer. I love tearaway stabilizer. That's usually what I do, and you're gonna love how fast this machine sews, especially when we're talking decorative stitches. So let me just stitch this out a little bit. I'm going to just bring it just a hair closer to 0, and then we'll show you what we have. So I didn't see a lot of change as I turned it towards the end, a little closer together, so I'll need to kind of do a little bit more changing. But number one, do you like how the variegated thread stitches? That's a fun thing to do. You can also do decorative stitches on paper. Could you imagine adding a little hint of some stitching to your next scrapbook project, greeting cards, or anything that you want to stitch? Great for kids to practice on too. If they want to stitch just straight stitches on paper, not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and try one of the other stitches. This one has kind of the same concept where the little checkerboard pattern is. And just keep in mind, it doesn't take much to add a little pop of stitches to a fun project. So this is actually what we call our Hawaiian shirt tissue holder. There's a little pack of tissues in there. You can sew a button on with this machine. We've done that because the foot comes with this machine. And this little project, we'll put a little link to how it's made up here in this top corner. You are going to find that there is a pattern that you can download, and it only takes 3 seams to sew this, and 2 of them, hint, 2 of them are in the collar, and 1 is the whole entire construction seam all the way around. Super fun. So let's just go ahead, we'll try one of these other stitches, and again, I love how fast this is. So let's just shorten that stitch length a little bit. Now, if you get it too close to 0, you are going to find the stitches might pile up, and you don't want that. So find it before it actually piles up. And just because we're here, make sure your needle is up. Let's go ahead and do that last one. This one's a little bit more. You're going to want to spread this out. Let's find it about 1.5. Oh, how about 1? Depends on what your look is that you're going for. Okay, so let's just take a look, see what you have. And again, even though some of your other stitches here are utility stitches, they can be fun with the decorative thread. So as I shorten the stitch length, the pattern does get a little bit more compact, but it's a little bit more dense. And then when I switched over to the next stitch, that was where it was really close together, too small. So lengthening out can find a fun look to the stitch. And it can be a little faster to stitch if you're not using such a heavy decorative stitch. So I hope you'll take some time to stitch out your stitches. And don't forget, we can put a twin needle on this machine and get some fun varieties of these same exact stitches.